in Bengaluru as well. The violence over the Facebook post in Bengaluru has now triggered off a massive war of words, like Nabila was mentioning, between the ruling BJP and, of course, the opposition, which is Congress and the JDU. The BJP leaders, you've got BL, Santosh, Amit Malviya, they've taken to Twitter. They've gone ahead and slammed the Congress and JDS parties. In fact, Santosh said that why is the Congress silent when its own MLA, who is Dalit, his house was attacked during this violence. The BJP also called for confiscation of properties of the rioters after identifying them. In fact, he called it the result of Congress's appeasement politics. Now, BJP IT cell chief Amit Malviya has gone ahead and blamed the radical groups, PFI and the SDPI, like I was mentioning earlier, and as confirmed by Nabila as well, all these networks in Bengaluru for the violence. Meanwhile, Congress has also hit out at the Bharatiya Janata Party, accusing it of trying to gain some sort of political mileage over this terrible incident that is taking place in Bengaluru.
BJP is creating all the BJP legislators are provoking. I don't want to comment. They are just seeing that they wanted to communalize. They wanted to just create problem. Let they just close their mouth. It is not any local issue. The entire state will be damaged. First, you should have a basic common sense. I don't want to comment. I am having a meeting of all this.
You called an emergency meeting of the legislature.
Yes, I have called the emergency meeting of all Bangalore city leaders. I will discuss and I'll come back to you.
Whether it is pre-planned, all that should come out through the investigation. But BJP should not try to communalize this issue. BJP should not try to make political capital out of this. Whoever is responsible, anyone is at fault, action should be taken. First of all, that Facebook post was a completely condemnable post. Police should have taken action immediately, but they did not do that. Then things were gone out of control. People have indulged in violence. Now 3 people have died. So violence cannot be condoned. First thing is to bring peace first. Bring everybody to the talking table. Make everyone talk together and build an atmosphere of, some amity between all communities. That should be the priority of the government, not to provoke more, not to create further disturbance. That should not be the attitude.
मेरा इच्छा है इसमें पार्टी नहीं आना है. कांग्रेस, बीजेपी, जेडीएस हम सभी एक साथ रहकर ऐसा गुंडाओं को, उनका ये काम गुंडागिरी को हम नहीं सहन सकता है, ऐसा बोलने से उनका सभी खत्म होता है.
Government is looking into the exact triggers for the event, but nevertheless, what has happened is really shameful and really something which is very disturbing, something which is very painful, because this had never occurred in Bangalore. Bangalore is known for its peace and calm. And in this situation, for people to get angry, whatever may be the provocation, I think they must have tried to work out within the framework of the law. They cannot set police stations into fire and set fire to police stations. This sets a very wrong precedent. The government is just swinging into action. They will take serious measures. I'm sure the perpetrators will be brought to book.
The facts are that the PCC President, Mr. Shivkumar, has asked for very strict action against both the person who has put this kind of a message on social media, one, and two, against those people who try to take violence into their own hands. So these are two very serious, strict demands he has made of the government, one. Two is that as far as the BJP is concerned, they have won all 3 parliamentary segments in Bengaluru. They are in control of the BBNP. And today, if the BJP is trying to say that that the Congress is trying to fan the violence, I think there is nobody who can accept this kind of absolutely absurd kind of allegation.
The kind of post that was posted by one Mr. Naveen on the Facebook must have agitated the protesters there. I completely understand their emotions and sentiments on this issue. But that doesn't mean that you can take law in your own hands. That doesn't mean you can vandalize properties, burn vehicles. That doesn't mean you can assault individuals and police people in this. Whoever has done this must not be pardoned. Whoever has done this must be tracked, traced, and then must be punished.
Bangalore has been a very, very peaceful city, and people are very nice. It is very unfortunate, it is shocking. Nobody has a right to take the law and order in their hands. It is not only the duty of the police to maintain law and order, it is the duty of every citizen to cooperate in maintaining the law and order. So, if Prophet Muhammad, if somebody has made any statement about him, if it is true, it is to be condemned. But without knowing the true facts, without an inquiry, taking law into the hands is not correct.
So that's the latest that is coming in. Politics, of course, breaking out on the violence, and it comes as no surprise when there is politicking that is going on the incident that is taking place. Question really is, have the perpetrators have they been identified, or have they been taken to task? These are the questions that one would continue to ask the government, which is led by B.S. Yediyurappa. On that note, we're going to slip into a very short commercial.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.